Thank you. Glad we got there in the end. Sorry about that false start. There's nothing worse. You're waiting to play all day, then press play and it's hello. Thanks for coming down, everyone. I flew in earlier today from Birmingham. I should tell you that I'm from Birmingham in England so that you can get to grips with my accent. So I know it's quite a funny one. But I'm very proud of my musical heritage and history. We have a lot of good drummers from Birmingham. Can anyone name any? Great. Brilliant. Any more? Come on, one of the best. Who? John Bonham. John Bonham. We've had some bad ones as well, to be fair, but yeah, John Bonham's a massive influence on me as a player, on rocky stuff. But as a drummer, over the years, I've had to turn my hand to many different styles, because a lot of the things I get asked to do, for example, are so different from one thing to the other. I've had to really work hard at musical knowledge. Luckily for me, I grew up listening to Jeff Porcaro, who's probably my favourite drummer to date. Recently, I've listened to a lot more big band drummers, which I'll explain later because of some of the new ventures I've accepted to do. Yeah, I guess I've just had to really work hard at learning how to get different sounds, how to approach the kit differently. Because in the space of a week, like this week just gone, I did finish a band called Feeder's album. I did a Robbie Williams track. And then I did a track for a band called Rascal Flatts, who are from Nashville. So it's basically pretty much country. So very different sounds. But what I have found with any session is if you haven't got time to take loads of drums and loads of cymbals, the thing that changes the kit sound the most is the snare. Because this snare's pretty fat, but I'll play a bit of big band on it in a minute. And it's about how you approach it. I change my sticks when I play big band, and I change my hair. And it really works. It just puts you in a different mindset. It's all in the mind, I think. I've got loads of tunes to play here, so I'm not going to talk too much. But I have got, I should say this now, so just to keep you all here, I'm going to be giving this away today from Sabian. So I was going to say, if anyone named a drummer from Birmingham, we've done that bit. So what I will say is, whoever comes up with the most interesting question at some point today, I will give this away to at the end, so stick around. It's a Stage Ride AX 20-inch, very nice. I think I can give it away, right? I think so. Okay. Well, I'm going to play some more music. I want to do a track from a band that I've just finished their album. Is anyone aware of Feeder over here? Couple. Okay. Well, I'm going to play one new track off the new album. It's a track called Universal Life, but I really like it. It was a load of fun to play. Let's just make sure we got the track first, shall we? I'm not doing that again. Okay. Okay, that's there. Right, enjoy.
You can't disguise
Oh, it's fun, that is. Jeez. So you can see the first track that I played today. Does anybody know who that was? Great, got you. That was a pop band in the UK called Take That. They're like a boy band, but big selling record band. And when I play with those guys, it's like playing like a drum machine. And the producer's a guy called Stuart Price. Sorry, I can't. Stuart Price, he produced The Killers and everything. He's done a lot of really good stuff. So he likes very precise drumming, which is what I like to do. Because I grew up on the 80s, sort of solid click playing. Another good drummer, Jimmy Copley, Phil Gould from Level 42. All my sort of drumming heroes. So I like to incorporate all those styles into me playing, if I can. I need to get fit, as you can hear. I'm out of breath just playing one feeder tune. It's not good. Did anybody catch James play today? Put your hand up, James. I missed his performance, but he's had a nightmare getting here today, but he managed to do it. Give him a round of applause anyway if you didn't see him. Lovely lad. Okay, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to play a bit more funky style of playing. I did an album with a guy called Jason Mraz years ago. Anyone know Jason Mraz? It's a really nice record because we've tracked everything completely live. And that's very rare these days, that you get to play in a room with musicians. So I always like to feature this track in the drum clinics I do. I hate that word, drum clinic. It sounds wrong, doesn't it? Should be a drum master class or something, surely. Okay, so I'm just going to change the snare out because I do believe that it requires a different snare for this track. So I'm just fixing the drums as we go. Everything's falling apart. Is everybody enjoying themselves? You're very quiet. You sure? Okay, right. I'm going to do a track called Dynamo the Violation. 1 second. Yeah, let's change that. Kit is a Brooklyn as well. I've found that with the Gretsch drums, I've played Gretsch drums for years now, but these natural wood finishes just sound so good. They sound so rich. I mean, I haven't had to do much to these. Everybody meet Stefan today. Stefan on the Sabian stand over there. He prepped the kit and tuned it for me today, so give him a round of applause, please. He's a good lad. I think he's gone home now. Okay, let me just get set up here and I'll play this tune.
I got the dynamo abolition, the pole position, automatic transmission with the O emissions. I'm a brand new addition to the old edition with the love unconditional. And I'm a drama abolitionist, damn, no opposition to my proposition. Half of a man, half magician, half a politician, holding the mic like ammunition. And my vision is as simple as life. Ain't no reason we should be in a fight, no demolition. Get the vote, get to see what you like, prove creation. Compositions already written by themselves. Heck, it's for the people not believing in God. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. Good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. Good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high 10. You're the best definition of good intention. I do not answer the call if I do not know who is calling. I guess the whole point of it all is that we never know really. I'm trying to keep with the Joneses while waiting for Guns and the Roses to finish what we all suppose is gonna be the shit we'll soon make. Oh, fist knock, bumping and wrist lock, twisting up a Rizla. Kid Icarus on the transistor, Nintendo by giving me the blister. I bend over, take it in the kisser. My best friends are hitting on my sister. Try to tell them that they still a wish her, cause she already got herself a mister. And besides, that's gross to wanna diss her. Didn't I say? Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. Good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. A good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best definition of good versus evil. I do not keep up with statistics, I do not sleep without a mistress. I do not eat unless it's fixed with some kind of sweet like a licorice. My home is deep inside the mystics, I'm known to keep digging on existence. I'm holding in the heat like a fish stick, my phone it beeps because I missed it. I do not answer the call if I do not know who is calling. I'm making no sense of it all, say can I get a witness? I'm only a boy in a story, just a hallucinatory, tripping on nothing there is, living in the wilderness with a tiger spot on my back, living life of a cat. I just wanna relax here and write another rap tune, driving off on your blind man's bike. You can say just what you like, or nothing can stop you. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. A good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. A good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best, 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 you're the best. Good job, get 'em up way high, gimme that high five. A good time, get 'em way down low, gimme that low dough. A good God, bring 'em back again, gimme that high ten. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best definition of good intention. You're the best around.
Yeah, so you can see why that's a nice album to play. It's just nice and lo-fi, funky, really good bass player on that record. He's actually the producer. I hate it when you come across these musicians that play everything. They're really good at everything. And he's one of those guys, a Swedish guy called Martin Terefi. So I'm going to try and demonstrate a little bit of something that I'm not that comfortable with, but I just want to show you now you've seen how I play. I'm quite a heavy player. Has anyone noticed anything different about the way I play? Nothing bad. Is there anything different? Anything look strange or slightly awkward? Go on, this could be. Whoever gets this right gets a cymbal. Watch all the hands fly up now. Oh, here we go. Go on then. I think this guy was first, actually. That's not the answer. That's not the answer, but that is a good observation. About yourself? I'm left-handed. Well done. You get the cymbal. Give me a round of applause. Thank you, Stefan from Sabian. Let's have a photo together. Nice wet photo. Congratulations. What's your name? Yopa. Yeah. Congratulations. Fantastic. Yes, so I'm left-handed. I'm left-footed. I should have really played the drums the left-handed setup, but I started when I was 2. I could properly play when I was 5, really, and it was just too late to start again. So I've hit myself in the face quite a few times trying to do the 16 beat, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. But in some ways, it's opened up my mind to playing things differently, and I only realised when I started to try and teach younger students things, I was like, why is this so difficult? I couldn't do what they were doing. It was really strange. So I'll demonstrate that for you now. So your classic 16 groove should be like that. But that feels so awkward to me. I have to go. And if I go around the kick, which is where I hit myself in the face, I have to lead with the left. So it's a really strange thing, but I have literally really come across my face sometimes, just trying to compensate for my bad technique. So I'm pretty much self-taught as well, so which leads me on to this next track. I play live for Robbie Williams, which is a great gig. I play live for James Blunt and Feeder. They're my 3 live gigs. And when Robbie's tour finished, his stadium tour a few years ago, he said to me, I'm going to do a swing tour. And his words to me was, no word of a lie, he said, I want you to do the swing tour with me, but I think you're going to need to try out for this new conductor, musical director. And I was like, oh, God, okay. So because I don't read music either, which I'm ashamed to say because I probably should, but I rely on my ears a lot. And my brain, my ears and my mind tend to pick it up quicker than if I look at the dots. So with the swing gig, I went and tried out, and I got the gig, which was great. But then I had to remember all these brass phrases that I'd never come across in my life, and it was I'm quite heavy on the kick when I play. But it all had to be about the hat. So this next track I'm going to play is a track I did with Michael Bublé and Robbie, and it's just a little demonstration of the different mindset I had to put myself in. I'm going to try not to be too heavy, but I'll probably always fall into it. But I hope you like it. It's a little demonstration of what I tried to do. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Sing serenade, flying in G6 jets over woodland glade. These are canapes and not hand grenades, and that's a choice we made. Go USA or a Taliban shoot. If you got massive hands or tiny feet, well, I'd hand you lemons then sell lemonade. It's the choice we made. So I go on strike. We're not scabs. The love we lost when no one stayed. It's the choice we made. They wanna know our clothes we wear, if we swing both ways, but who stays there? As long as we get paid, we don't care if the choice is theirs. So
Thank you. It's a really, really good advert for DW stands. I spent half of this set tightening everything up. It's the worst song for a hi-hat to go like that. Oh, did you enjoy that? Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you can see why for us drummers, turning a hand to different styles of music is so much fun. It's a really good it's a really good feeling of achievement when you tackle different styles of music. I mean, that was just a thank you, mate. Just an idea of what I was doing. The whole of the gig was a lot more big band, and it was like patterns. Sorry, could you check these over as well when you get set? I had to concentrate on dynamics massively. One thing I did do, which was really useful tip from the lead brass trumpet player, my beat is about that far away from the skin right now, but he come over and he loosened it and tightened it again and put it that far away from the kick head, and it was horrible to play with, but it sort of forced the issue of me just wanting to go in like that, and he goes. And it was just like, it was all the difference. And it made me concentrate on this, being the loudest part of the kit. So, little tips there that might come in useful if anyone's interested in big band. And if we've got any serious big band drummers in the room, I apologise. That was my best. How long have we got? How are we on time, gentlemen? Oh, good. We've got another 3 hours. Okay. I just want to play some more bits and bobs. My father is Irish, so I grew up on a Celtic style of music, which I'll probably finish with that chat because it's a lot of fun. I'd like to play you a Robbie track from the live set now, just so you can see what we do. If that's all right with you guys. You got any Robbie fans in the room? 2. Right. All right, I'm still playing it anyway. All right. Let me just actually. I'm going to keep this on. This sounds good, this snare, doesn't it? I've cranked it up a bit. Okay, bear with me. Fun, eh? That's a really fun tune to play. It's called Hot Fudge. These damn stands. Jesus. Anyone want to buy some DW stands after the gig? I'll give this one away. Yeah, so that's, you can set the Robbie Williams show live is great to play, loads of fun. He's like the modern day Elvis. He's just, if he looks at you and you're not giving it everything, then there's a problem. He just needs energy on stage, and the band's great. It's a 12-piece band. Then we're going to be back on tour over here next year, so come along if you're around. And the other live gig I do, I just wanted to touch on this quickly, because how many drummers have we actually got in here? You all guitar players? 2? No, okay, that's better. So what does everybody else do? We got guitars here? Keys? Or does everyone fell out with the girlfriend for the afternoon? Well, I'll quickly touch on this because I think it's useful for drummers. Most live gigs, it's a click track these days, which we had a good demonstration of at the start of this. Now, we have to play to click on most gigs because I was just looking at the screens then, thinking when I was playing. When we play to click live, we have what's called a time code, and it's sent to the screens and the pyros and the lighting guys so that all these things marry up together. Makes everyone's life easier, basically. But one of the nice things about playing with James Blunt live is that the gig is completely free of click, because that's the way he likes it. He just doesn't want, he likes to push and pull in songs. So it's quite interesting going from a gig being on in-ears, where you're totally, in-ears kind of keep you in your own world. But James's gig is monitors, so once you've done a gig on click with your ears all closed off and then you're suddenly live in monitors, it's quite scary. It's a totally different thing. Hey, how many people playing live bands in this room? Quite a lot of you. Does everyone use in-ears? Seems to be a modern day thing. Anyone use wedges, monitors? Wow. Haven't things changed? I actually prefer monitors, but everyone wants to use wedges now, and with click track and stuff, it kind of works. It's kind of something we've got to get used to. But I'm still a believer of the old traditional headphones. You can't use these live though, because they look ridiculous. But they sound good. I'm going to do another couple of tracks. I'm going to do one track now by a new artist. I believe in promoting live music. I've just done his record in the UK, an EP. It's not a drumming track. I just want to show you how disciplined and how much I had to think of just laying it down for the song on this one. I'm going to try not to do anything to it. Just going to play it simple, and then I'll finish with something a bit more fun. But this track is by a friend of mine. His name's Luke Higgins. And we did this at Rack Studios in London a few weeks ago. We had a great guitarist on this called Robbie McIntosh. Anyone know Robbie McIntosh? Great player. So I'll just give you a blast of this as a little taster of studio, what's the word I'm looking for? Studio discipline. Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to see the beauty of simplicity through the foreground of distortion. Sometimes I wish I could meet a 10-year-old version of me to help make decisions. And all those words I would say to her when looking at my younger self, if I'd listen and know how I'd listen. But would it help or change my decisions? I wanna yell out while feeling my way through the dark to find my way to the light. If nothing else or nothing else, I should have held your hand in hindsight. Sometimes it's hard to see, and past 2 steps in front of me, take 1 back to go forward. And looking as far as I can see, I missed an outstretched hand in front of me. In the dark I didn't see it. One of those words that you said to help, when looking at my younger self, if I listen, and oh, I listen. But would it help or change my decisions? I wanna yell out while feeling my way through the dark to find my way to the light. If nothing else or nothing else, I should have held your